day 6, quarantine. So today's subject's going to be, we're going to touch a little bit on it about dating. Gee, dating after 40 has been hard enough. Now you add quarantine, and this whole thing has totally changed the game. But I'm going to give some pros and cons on it. My pros about it has slowed us down. We still have to meet people online, of course. There's no other way. But it's taking time to get to know them and see where it goes back and forth. Maybe FaceTime, some phone calls, kind of the way that we used to do it before you meet up. I will say those are the pros. The cons is, what if you really, really like someone and you really want to see them now? That part is a little hard. But I'm down into the new ideas, virtual dates. I don't know who pays for the takeout on that, but I don't know, to each their own. So I am really curious what people that are single out there, what they are doing about dating right now. Have you put it on halt? Have you stopped? Are you still talking to someone? Are you doing virtual dates? Are you meeting up and staying 6 feet away from each other? I don't know. What are y'all doing? I'm pretty curious. I'm also curious about everyone's really bad date stories. So I'm going to tell you mine. Well, one of mine, because I have many. And we've all dealt with ghosting. We've all dealt with catfish. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, if someone's not texting you back in quarantine, they are probably not interested. Just throwing that out there. Anyways, so I've been ghosted. I've been catfished. I'd say the funniest one that I've had was this one time I met this Russian gentleman, and he wanted to meet for lunch. And I lived in Houston at the time, and he wanted to meet at like one of the very high-end restaurants in Houston. And it was in the middle of the afternoon. So it wasn't a day you're gonna have a bunch of drinks and all that. So I go down there. I kind of have a rule with me personally. If I go on a date with someone, I usually split the bill with them, because what if it didn't work out? I don't want someone to take advantage of. So I usually offer to split the bill. And this guy pulls up in this Ferrari, and I mean obnoxiously parks the car in a non-parking place. So I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't let this be my date. The guy gets out of the car. He is literally dressed like the Matrix. Head to toe, black, bald, trench coat, the whole 9 yards. And I'm thinking, oh God, this is my date. I know it is, but that's okay. I'm going to give someone a chance. I always give someone a chance. He comes up, thick Russian accent. And I'm like, okay, maybe this would be fun to get to know him. He sits down. This gentleman starts ordering everything on the menu. Now, like I said, this is in the middle of the afternoon. Restaurant's not so busy. He is getting escargot. He's getting Snell's. Well, that's escargot. There's a brand moment. Anyways, he is ordering frog legs, is what I meant to say, all this fancy food. And then he orders the birthday dessert. It is not my birthday. And it is this obnoxious cotton candy with sparklers. And they are singing. And the 3 people that are in the restaurant turn around. I'm like, whoa, dude, this is way too much. He starts ordering more and more drinks. And I'm like, this is in the afternoon. My kids will be out of school soon. I cannot drink anymore. And he just goes on. Then he starts telling me I need to eat more for the baby. I'm like, what do you mean the baby? I'm not having a baby. He's no, we have a baby. I say this is our first date. I'm like, oh, no. We're not having the baby. Then he starts proceed to tell me that he can get someone taken care of. Get me illegal substances. I'm like, I don't do any of that stuff. Then I'm realizing that he is in the Russian mob. He is literally offering illegal services to me, and he is racking up our bill. And like I said, I like to split it. This is the first time on a date when the bill came to the table. I am not joking. It was $2,500. I kind of eased it over to him and told him I had to go get my kids from school. That was probably the worst date, and also a little scary because I was literally worried that I might disappear in a couple of days. But I've had some crazy date stories. And I'm so interested about making more YouTubes, and actually when we are able to get out interviewing people face to face about their crazy date stories. Dating after 40, which has been oh my gosh, a challenge, and we won't get into all that drama today. But I am interested to talk about this. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that older has been talking about the ghosting and all these things that the younger generation has kind of come up with inventing. I don't know if we had ghosting back in the 90s. I don't know if we just didn't return someone's text. I'm not text message, beeper. I don't know. Do we call them text messages on beeper? I'm not sure. Anyways, so I'm really curious to hear what your story is. You can either send me a direct message about it or shoot me an email. And since we can't see face to face, I'd love to read them online. So I'm so excited about this. I hope everyone else is doing good. And I love y'all guys, and thank you for all the support. And I can't wait to see some of you face to face. Have a good night, guys. Bye.